Okay, hello. So, I just did this whole video and the whole thing got deleted, but I'm back. Okay. So, I was gonna talk about. Okay, one is that I'm new to this. So if you comment on my video and I don't respond, I'm not being bougie. Like I'm not saying, "Oh, I'm all of this. I'm not gonna respond," or these just people I don't got. Like I would like to respond to y'all. I just might not respond for a long period of time. I'm gonna try to respond though. Like I'm gonna still try to respond. It just might not be quick. That's what I'm saying. Um, but anyway, you know, I mean, like as time goes on, as it develops, I might like respond faster. Because I know somebody commented on my video something that was real nice, like, "Oh, you're doing really great," or "I agree," and I was like, "Oh yes, thank you." But I like forgot to actually comment, and it's been sitting there for like a couple months now, so now I feel bad. But I'm gonna respond. You know, I'm a real person. My bad. But um, but yeah. So I was gonna talk about is I was gonna talk about is like social media because they talk about social media and act um like we just be out here using social media and it's only negative for kids and kids shouldn't spend a lot of time on social media and woo woo. It's like yeah, kids shouldn't be spending a lot of time doing anything really. Like if they play too much, you play too much. If you in school too much, then you ain't got no friends, you a lame. Like it's always something that you saying, oh, kids shouldn't be doing this. So when social media came out and kids knew what was up, we was the only people that knew what was up besides the people that were making it. And all the adults didn't know how to use none of the stuff, and they never wanted the kid using the stuff unless they was teaching them how to use it. Like, don't do that. If you want me to show you how to use it, then you can't get mad when I use it, right? But I'm not saying that that happens like that, but it happened like that sometimes. So what I wanted to say is that like how social media plays a role for me because you know I be impacted. I gotta use correct grammar because I am have been impacted by social media because growing up with it and how it becomes more popular and then you have different platforms like you have like what they used to have. They used to have MySpace and Tagged. I was on MySpace. I was on Tagged. I was on Bebo. What else they had? They had a whole bunch of other stuff. But anyway, so you know I'm black and I've never had a perm. So my mom would always braid my hair. So when I was younger, like it was always one of those like dark skinned girls. Like it wasn't really a thing where people were saying, oh, dark skinned girls are this, but it was just understood. Like all the light skinned girls just want to talk to us or as you got older, I would hear people say things like, oh, dark skinned girls are mean or they're this. But it's like, I realize that if someone sees that I'm mean, then I'm mean because I'm acting mean at the moment because I'm upset. So it's not fair to you to say that I'm always mean if I'm just upset, but you're not taking the time to try to figure out why I'm upset. You just want to sit here and call me names. Like, that's a problem. But so when social media came out, everybody was on these sites and there was a lot of pictures on them. Like you had to post a picture of yourself or it looked like it was a fake person. Like you didn't want to be, well, I didn't want to be. I don't know about y'all. I don't want to be that one person with the background of the beach as a profile picture because then it's like you could be a scammer or something. Like you could be someone weird, right? So I wanted to post a picture of myself. But if I posted a picture of myself, then I wanted to be cute so that it looked like me and people that don't know me that see me on here so I could get more friends would say, oh, she cute. I could add her since I don't know her. Ain't no other reason for me to know her. You know, we do stuff off of image, how you think somebody look. I want it to be cute. So I was like, okay, now I gotta get cute for this picture, but then now I gotta be cute in real life so that way they look at the picture and then they also see me and they see it's the same person rather than I took this picture on this really, really good day or like really edited this picture, whereas if you see me on the street, I'm just looking like how I'm looking. Like that's not I don't want it to be like that. So I would try to take care of myself and it wasn't really in a healthy way. It was more like I was just being um like I wanted to show myself in a way that I felt people would like to see me. Yeah, I would show myself in a way I feel like people would want to see me, and I would want to show myself in a way where people would be attracted to what they saw. So, not to say that I would be insecure because I'm dark skinned, but because people would bully dark skinned girls, or people would bully me because of my skin color, then I would try to do something to where I know they wouldn't bully me for this. So, if they bully me because my hair was always short, my hair wasn't short, my hair was just never straight, so it always looked short. So I was like, I want to have long hair. So I would like want my mama to do my hair so I could get braids, because braids was always cute. Everybody did the braids. And she was always doing braids anyway. Like, that's really besides the point. What I was doing is that I wanted my hair to look longer, so I would start like saying, oh, could she straighten my hair for this? And at first it was rough because you know how like if you don't get your hair straightened at all and then start straightening it like at home, you may not do it right. It might not be actually sleek. It might be still a little puffy. So it was like trying to actually get it to where I wanted it to be, so that way I could take a picture that was cute and then I could still be cute in real life. That's just kind of that. So that way people wouldn't necessarily talk about me about my hair being short, because now they know my hair is not short because it got some length or whatever, or they know it's straight. And people wasn't necessarily they're making fun of my hair for being short because it wasn't straight. But if it was straight, they wouldn't necessarily say anything to me about it being short because they knew I had hair. You get it? Like, I don't know, like just the afro look just was not appealing. Or knowing that you have an afro texture type hair, that just wasn't appealing. Like seeing kinks wasn't cute. Even if it was like twisted up. For me, like looking back at the pictures, oh, it's really cute. But back then, when nobody's telling you was cute for having your hair twisted unless you have barrettes in it. No, I wasn't the type to have barrettes in my hair like that. So that's what it was. One time I got beads and it was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, so I started straightening my hair so I could look cute to other people. So my insecurity was really about showing other people that I was cute because they didn't think I was cute. Not really that I didn't think that I was cute, but it kind of translates into each other, so where I felt like I wasn't cute enough, but it was more because I was trying to please other people. That's a problem, and that's why we had to change that up. But for then that's what happened. So social media affected me in that way from the beginning, to try to see myself and try to actually see what I had and try to see myself in a more beautiful light on other people's standards and also on my standards. Because I always like nice things. I always like cute stuff. But I kind of felt sometimes like things were cute on me, but things didn't make me look cute. And that very few things could actually make me look cute. Because if you have a person that's ugly, it's hard to take an ugly person and make them cute with cute shit. Like, you have to be... Like, I didn't want it to look like I was ugly with nice things. That's not how I would have worded it when I was younger, but that's how I'm wording it now. Like, I just didn't want to look like one of them ugly regular like people with nice things. So that's why I would try to make myself look more appealing, and then with my nice things on top of that, it could match up. And that way I felt like people, like if my hair is not kinky, people can't talk to me about my hair being short or whatever. I couldn't do nothing about my skin color. So, but they said like, okay, oh, if you wear bright clothes, it makes you stand out because you dark skinned. So I would try like not to wear bright clothes, because even though kids would say that because they would be hating, they just don't know. But that's what I would do. I wouldn't try to wear bright clothes. As I got older, I started getting like stretch marks on my arms and stuff like that. And I didn't want to wear like short sleeve shirts, or shirts like, like my shirt is short sleeve right now. Or I didn't want to wear short sleeve shirts, or I didn't want to wear tank tops. And I started wearing jackets. That was probably around like maybe like eighth grade freshman year, somewhere around that time. It wasn't really in high school. It was more like middle school, like 6th through 8th grade ish. I would say that I just really didn't want to wear. I didn't want to show my arms because I felt like my arms were ugly. I just really fast forwarded a lot. But when you see people, it's like they kind of show you that there's hope. They show you that it's something to look for. If you always seeing a light-skinned girl, like if I always see light-skinned girls with 3C hair on TV, I know that's not my hair and I know I'm not light-skinned. It's just like, okay, I'm looking at pretty people, but that could never be me. And so it's never like I'm jealous of them or wanted to be them, but it was never something I saw myself being able to do. I felt like I was limited in my beauty because I didn't have as many things as they could have, so I could never get to that point of being considered beautiful because I just didn't have what they have. I didn't know about bleaching creams. I didn't know about stuff back then, and I'm glad I didn't, because if I did, I probably would have did something I would regret today. But yeah, so that was that. And so social media, having to see myself over and over again, was something that kind of started the thing in me where, okay, you want to be cute, you need to present yourself to be cute. And then it was like, but why does I see myself like I don't, and I thought about it. I was like, I really don't think that I'm ugly. It's just other people don't think that I'm cute. So I want to show myself to other people that I can be cute. And then, later on it went into that thing where you just don't care about what people say, you do what you want to do. And that was kind of building that confidence. So that was kind of that transition. So that's how social media played a role in kind of helping me see myself, to eventually being able to see myself for who I am, rather than trying to see myself or show other people a me that's not me so they could approve of me. That's, yeah. So that's that. And then, like it would be a time where you would start seeing more black women on TV. And so you would see like a dark skinned woman or like a CoverGirl commercial. You would start seeing dark skinned women in different other different places. And I noticed that they were there, but it was also something that I felt like I could be proud about, because sometimes you would see thick, dark skinned women, or they would be like play a certain role on TV. They'd probably be like this strong, outgoing, opinionated person. And even though the black woman has a reputation for being angry, I felt like I could relate to those characters on TV because I was very opinionated. I'm not the skinniest person you'll meet, and I'm very dark skinned. And so I felt like I had things in common with those women. So I felt more comfortable to be myself. Just these people are being themselves and having positive relationships with other people on the shows they're on, or maybe on the commercial. Like, it just looked good to see yourself. So I was like, oh, okay, it was just like an underlying thing. It's not like I looked at them and said, oh, okay, I can be myself now. Like, that's not how it was. But if I was ever doubting myself, I would watch TV and say, well, they can be themselves. So I just wasn't as impacted to be somebody else at that point, because I saw somebody else that I felt was like me. And I feel like that was a great impact. When I was in like 6th to 8th grade and I started wearing like long sleeve shirts or jackets and things to cover up my stretch marks, there was this girl at church, and I don't want to say she was huge, but like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, she was heavy set, and she wasn't dark skinned at all, but she was very big. I don't know if that's like bogus to say. I don't know how to say it in another way without trying to like make it sound like I'm trying to say something I'm not, like overly sensitive. Y'all know what I mean. She was big. She had stretch marks, but she wore tank tops. And she had a boyfriend, and she was popular, and everybody talked to her and stuff like that. And I'm an outgoing person. I like talking to people. And I realized that, her having stretch marks didn't stop people from talking to her. People weren't bullying her because she had stretch marks. If she got into an argument with somebody, she was older than me too, but if she got into an argument with somebody, it wasn't because of her appearance. It's because they genuinely didn't like something she said. And so seeing her that she could wear tank tops, because it was a summer, and I was like really going through it. I was burning up wearing these jackets and these long sleeve shirts, or like these shirts that went to like my elbow or something like here. Like, it was hard. But then when I saw her, I was like, girl, wear it anyway. Just do you wear your short sleeve shirts? And when I did, it was nice. I was able to find clothes that fit, and I wasn't like only wearing clothes. I could have more of a variety. I could have the long sleeve stuff, and I could have the short sleeve stuff, rather than just wearing all the jackets or all the long sleeve stuff, right? So I feel like that representation, just on a daily basis, on a regular human level, is like important, and it helped me develop the self-esteem that I have now. Because you know how you get older and you grow into that, oh, I don't care what anybody thinks. You still care about, if you cared about what people thought at one point, that could affect how you want to see yourself now. So even if you say, oh, I don't care about what anybody thinks, if you cared back in the day, then you might just have opinions about yourself that are negative. Like, you don't care what anybody thinks, but you were bullied as a child for being dark skinned, so now you don't want to be dark skinned now. And it's not because you care about what people think, it's just because you just don't like your skin. But that came from, something back in the day. Now, honey, girl, my skin is glowing, and you can ask somebody. But yeah, so I feel like that helped a lot. And social media has also done things like Snapchat and Instagram especially, because that's all pictures. I was like, I thought, I can post a picture once, maybe like two pictures, like a year or so on like my MySpace or Facebook. And it didn't have to be that much because I could just, post what I wanted to post. And I don't need to keep changing my picture all the time. Woo woo. Then Instagram came and I was like, there's nowhere for you to write. Like, I have to post a picture all the time. And then if I don't post pictures all the time, then I'm not going to get followers because I'm not going to have any posts. I'm not going to get any likes. Like, what am I going to do? So I just had to try to find ways to keep reinventing myself on a level where I felt like it was a good balance between what I wanted people to see from me and then what I was comfortable with sharing. And then that also, like, during that, I was also growing into just do what you want to do and stop trying to please people or um like sell advertise your beauty to your social media site. Like, you don't have to do that. Just be yourself and have your page and call it a day. That's what everybody's doing, because when it's yourself, you critique yourself a lot, especially when you worried about those kinds of things. So yeah, Instagram, I almost had a heart attack. I was like, are you kidding me? We can only post pictures on this thing and everyone's using it. I don't want to post pictures of myself all the time. I don't want to have to look at my face all the time. So sometimes, like, then, like, the phones, they will make the phones where it's like the front screen now. So every time I open my phone, it'll be on my front screen. You would just be like all in my nostrils. And I'm just like, I don't want to see myself. So the social media and technology, started transforming into a way where you had to see yourself a lot. You had to see yourself on Instagram. You had to see other people. You, like, Snapchat, you had to see yourself. It was live. So you couldn't even really censor, like, how much stuff can you censor? Like, I feel like the control of what I wanted people to see from me was, like, being taken out of my hands, or I would have to do more work for people to actually see what I wanted them to see, because it couldn't be edited. Like, if I write something, I say what I say, and you read what I said, so you understand what I mean. But if I take a picture, you can think whatever you want to think about a picture. Like, I don't know. I can't tell you what to think. I can't tell you what to say. So, just seeing yourself over and over again just kind of helped me be comfortable with what I was and what I wasn't. And then also seeing different representations of Black women in the media, or Black people on, like, TV and other things like that, or seeing other successful Black people, was something that helped me, become more comfortable in what I saw when I opened my phone and the front camera was on, and I was like, hey bitch, it's you. Like, sometimes, like, you hate when you open your front camera and you see yourself because you just really don't like what you see. But I got to the point where it was like, if I don't like what I see, what I'm gonna do about it? I'm gonna keep seeing the same shit all the time. Every time I open my phone, it's gonna be me. Like, you might as well suck it up. And then when you realize that you was cute and that you was playing yourself and that everybody else was playing you, having you think you was ugly, and you did all that work to try to make yourself be cute, you started straightening your hair so your hair could be like the girls that had perms, because you never had a perm and your mom wouldn't give you a perm and you didn't know why. So the closest thing you got to a perm was your hair being braided because it was long and it was cute, and the girls with perms got braids too. Like, you did all of that. You would try to, like, not look big, so you would wear certain kinds of clothes to make yourself look smaller, or you would just do different things. I wouldn't wear bright colors because I didn't want my skin color to stand out, or it's like I didn't want to be loud because I don't know. Yeah, I had to be in um middle school probably when I started hearing things about, like, Black girls being loud and stuff like that. And so that part, it was like, you I didn't want to be loud. I didn't want to say what I thought. So I tried to be articulate, which is probably a part of the reason why I'm articulate today. Things carry over. But it's like, you want to be articulate so you're not understood. Like, misunderstood as being something that's just, as being a person that's irrational. you know? So didn't want to be loud, didn't want to be black, didn't want to have my hair, like didn't want to be everything that I was, but could not remove myself from. So I spent most of my time on social media trying to change my appearance for other people, but also that reassurance that I cannot do that also showed me that you got to cope somehow, because you're going to be seen. You're going to be seen somehow, and you might as well show your true self, or at least be happy in what you're showing. And then when you realize how you think that you fat and other people like are looking like, girl, what are you talking about? Or you say that your hair is this and people are like, what are you talking about? And then it's just like different ways that you like learn later that what you have is the best thing you can have. Like people try to get hairstyles and they don't work because their hair isn't kinky enough, and your hair is kinky enough and you can do that style. Like just realizing the benefits that you have of being you, you know, it work out. It really helped. But that's why I'm saying, like, I'm just saying that social media for me has played a strong role in my self-esteem and how I present myself and how I want myself to be presented. And yeah, it's just something that you grow to love, because like the natural hair journey, that shit is emotional, because you don't always want to be like, when you wear your hair out, you don't want to always think, like, you don't want people to always think that you're trying to make a statement. You don't always want to have to be associated with Black Lives Matter or Black Power or Black anything. Like, you just want to be whatever your name is. Like, that's really it. You didn't come here, like, you weren't born to sit here and be a staple for a movement. You was here to just represent yourself and do whatever you're put on this earth to do. And so feeling like you have to have all these ulterior motives as to why you should be able to be yourself, like, it's messed up. Like saying that my hair is a political, what's the word, like it's a political statement for me to wear my hair naturally. It's like, is it, or is it just me wearing my hair naturally? Like, white girls wearing their hair naturally is not a political statement because that's the beauty standard. Black girls wearing their hair naturally can be seen as a political statement because it goes against everything that you're taught to believe is okay for you to do. It goes against everything that you're taught to believe is beautiful. It goes against everything that you're taught to believe is attractive on a national level. Like, okay, America probably has, like, our models are probably a lot darker than the ones in Asia as far as like our white models, but still, like, there's still a standard that we're not at yet, where we feel like the straight hair is the default and the kinky hair is the creative one. Like, bitch, I'm not being creative by washing my hair and letting it be free after I get done doing this wash and go. Like, after I get out the shower, why does it always have to mean so much? Why can't I just leave, So social media, things that are happening on social media, like women doing things, and women like being active, and women being themselves, and women speaking up about who they are and what they don't want to be misunderstood as. That's just really beneficial, and it really helped me realize that I didn't have to keep censoring myself for other people. And so that's how social media played a role for me. I realized that I have a friend here, and she was doing this thing where she's like, oh, I'm gonna tell like the truth, something. Like, she was gonna tell people like what she really thought about them when she saw them. I thought it was weird. Kind of made me feel a bit uncomfortable, but she's my friend and that's what she does. So I was just okay. I really had no idea what she was about to say. But she told me like, well, you are, she said she feels like I'm a beautiful person. Okay, this friend is black. She's black. She's dark skinned. Like, she's kind of darker than me, same tone, whatever. Dark skinned, has natural hair, but she's recently gone natural. Her hair is very short, like very short. It's grown so much, like, and I think she just started being natural like at the end of last semester or this semester. I'm not really sure, but she really just started being natural. and her hair is growing a lot and stuff. And so I used to talk to her, not used to, but I talked to her a lot. And so when she was telling me this thing, she was saying that I'm a beautiful person and that she loves me, and that her talking to me has really helped her appreciate who she is. Like, it's helped her realize that her hair is beautiful and that she should learn to appreciate what she has and use what she has and take care of her hair, because her hair needs to be taken care of. It doesn't need to be hidden. It doesn't need to be chopped off just because it's not going the way you want it to go. Like, that her being around me was kind of teaching her how to take better care of herself when it comes to self-esteem. And I didn't realize that, I had that much power. But that's the thing. Like, when you're in a society that's created to oppress who you are, when you have somebody that's not doing any of that and they're confident, that can give you a lot of power to be confident in who you are. And I'm not talking about the confidence to do dumb shit. I'm talking about the confidence to actually be proud about who you are and not having to keep hiding yourself for other people. Like, right now, I could take a picture of myself right now, post it to Snapchat. Wouldn't necessarily put it on my Instagram because, like, I have like a whole little theme going and I like it to look a certain way. So, but I'm saying that to say is, like, I could post a picture of myself today and not have to worry about makeup. I've never been a person to wear a lot of makeup because I feel like that was borderline fake. I know it's not. Like, now I know it's an art. And I do have makeup every once in a while. I would like to be like the gurus, but the guru, whatever. I would like to be like them. I just don't have the time nor the energy, and I don't feel like I need to do it. But I respect people that really do their makeup. Like, they the real ones. But I do all those things now, but I didn't realize how me being who I am and where I am today was impacting somebody else to where they love their skin now. They talk about their melanin all the time, and like, she just loves being herself and she loves being outgoing, and she really doesn't, like, she inspires me to want to be myself more, because sometimes I don't want to be myself because I don't want people to think that I'm upset because I'm always mad. Like, I don't want them to think that I'm mad because I'm just always mad. I don't want people to think that my hair is out because I'm black. Like, I want them to think that my hair is out because it's my hair and I can have my hair out. Because, like, if you're saying that, oh, she has her hair out because she's black, then that's kind of saying that I'm trying to have a political statement with my hair and all I'm trying to do is just wear my hair. Like, girl, get out my face, But it is something that has become important to me. I don't think my blackness would be as important to me if it wouldn't be so oppressed by society when it comes to what you're supposed to have and what you're not supposed to have. Now I just do things because I want to. It's easier for me to do that at school because I'm at school around a whole bunch of white people and they don't. Some of them come from places where there's no black people there, so they barely see black people. So I could do whatever I want to do and they just think it's whatever. But as when I go home, the community, they're very judgmental. It's easier for me to be myself here where people aren't judging me because they know less about black culture and the black community and how we interact with each other. They kind of know less, so it's easier for you to get away with going outside with no lotion on and having ashy ankles. Like, I really try not to do that sometimes, but sometimes I gotta be busy and I be running and I ain't got time to put lotion on. Back to the topic, I digress. Like I was saying, yeah, that's how it happened. Social media is lit. What else? If you have questions about yourself, like, ask them. Like, ask yourself. Because you only wasting your time by trying to be somebody else. And once you realize, like, how beautiful you are, how much time you wasted, you're gonna be mad you spent so much time being mad. Like, you're gonna be mad that you're, like, how old? Like, say you're 25. You're gonna be mad you're 25 and just realize that you're beautiful. Just realize that your skin is beautiful. Just realize that you have beautiful hair. Just realize that you have beautiful talents. Just realize that your personality is exactly what it needs to be. You just realize all this stuff at 25, so you wasted 25 years being mad. Like, I be so mad. Like my mom was like, "Why are you so vain? Why are you so conceited? Why are you always looking at yourself?" I was like, "Because I missed out on a lot of years of just being happy." So that's what I would say. I would say that that's how social media has helped me because I mean, I probably would have got to this point eventually, but just in a different way. But social media played the role in me growing into a person that had positive self esteem, that has a positive self image for the most part, most of the time. Because we go through things all the time. But yeah, so that's what social media did for me. Comment what you think, how it's probably affected you, how it probably did the opposite for you, made you feel less beautiful. Tell me what y'all think because it's just my perspective. Social media does a lot. It does a lot of good, it does a lot of bad. But as far as my personality and my confidence levels, it has done a lot of good for me that I didn't realize until I thought about it, about like how many influences I've had um, in my life that have shown me why I am worthy of respecting myself or paying attention to myself and not just looking at myself like, oh, you just another black or you just like hella dark. Like you don't want to look at yourself like you just hella dark. Like you more than hella dark. Like you bomb as fuck and you need to be proud about it. And not proud about it, but proud about it because people will try to make you feel bad about it. So and you don't need to. It's you. You don't need to feel bad about being you. So that's it. After a long hiatus, I came back with a video and hopefully I could do more. But yeah, so that's it. Bye.